Imagine the summertime when you can pull out your flip-flops, enjoy the sun, and my favorite, the sweet taste of fresh tomatoes. But what if I told you you could have a little taste of the summer, even in the dead of winter? Well, now you can, with the My Motto cherry tomato plant. Northern Naturals Board of Directors. Our company, located in Rochester, Minnesota, has provided quality greenhouse plants and produce to consumers since 1985. Our newest product line will add to already high-quality products by providing a solution to Americans' desire for a safe, nutritious, and sweeter-tasting food option. My Motto is a patent dwarf cherry tomato plant that grows 1/4 the size of a traditional tomato plant, growing an average of 100 fruit with lower light requirements, allowing it to grow easily with just the lighting in your own home. Our customer taste tests have shown a preference for sweeter tasting tomatoes. Fruits and vegetables are measured for sweetness on a 1 to 10 scale, called the brick scale. The typical grocery store cherry tomato has an average brick scale between a 3 and a 4, where the My Motto measures between an 8 and a 10. I would now like to focus your attention to the video screen to watch a short commercial. If you now focus your attention toward Darren, who will discuss the market analysis. Darren?
Thank you, Janita. My Motto introduces locally grown at a whole new level, and today's health-conscious consumer will take pride in growing their own cherry tomato plants at home for a better tasting and safer produce option. Industry trends show the growing popularity of homegrown produce to fulfill society's desires for vegetable-intense diets, and this is evident in First Lady Michelle Obama's Garden Initiative at the White House. Just like First Lady Obama, our target market is demanding more and more fresh produce in their everyday lives. Market research shows an increase of demand of fresh produce from consumers and the importance of understanding where their food comes from. Case in point, according to a national survey, 73% of Americans said they want to know how their food is grown and where it is being produced. Today, most U.S. grown fruits and vegetables are transported from California, Florida, and Washington, along with imports coming all the way from Canada and Mexico. This means produce spends anywhere between 7 to 14 days in transit and is losing much of its nutritional value before it even hits supermarket shelves. My Motto alleviates these product handling problems while retaining its top nutritional value because consumers can pick the My Motto from the plant at the peak of freshness, maximizing the nutritional value. The homegrown assurance of My Motto will give consumers the value of knowing they're eating locally produced tomatoes because they know exactly how and where their tomatoes are being produced. Consumers not only want to know that they are eating a safe and healthy product, but they also want to know the product is good for them. With cancer being responsible for 20% of deaths in American women last year, they are searching for healthier diets. Tomatoes provide important compounds that help prevent several types of cancer in women. In today's consumer marketplace, the market for My Motto lies within the 115 million millennial and Gen X women across the U.S. My Motto is a versatile product that appeals to several different age demographics, but Northern Naturals has selected this target group because this group represents the highest percent increase in produce sales nationally over the past 5 years. With 80% of all grocery shopping completed by women, these shoppers are desiring safe and healthy food while desiring convenience in their busy lives. The total potential retail cherry tomato market is valued at $1.5 billion in the United States and is projected to grow as Americans continue to demand more and more fresh produce. Northern Naturals will introduce My Motto into these high-end retail grocery store chains because consumers of these stores have a median to above average income level and are willing to purchase our premium priced product. Based on market trends and segmentation of our target market, Northern Naturals has established the following market share goals. In year 1, Northern Naturals will capture 3% of the market, which equals approximately 200,000 My Motto plants sold in the Midwest United States. In year 2, Northern Naturals will have 4% market, and by the end of year 3, Northern Naturals will have increased its sales to 5% market share, selling over 1.3 million My Motto plants in the United States. With these industry trends in mind, I'll direct your attention to Andrew as he provides a more in-depth look at the buying habits of our target consumer. Andrew?
Thank you, Darren. Many could argue that today's working woman is quite possibly one of the busiest people on the planet. Part of their busy schedule is doing the majority of the grocery shopping. Our market research shows that 2 distinct generations of women would make an excellent target for us. They are the millennials and the Gen Xers. Millennial women are a slightly younger crowd, quite tech-savvy and heavily influenced by the media. Since they are a little younger, they enjoy participating in online social networks like Twitter and Facebook, allowing them the opportunity to interact with others about hot new products online. We're also drawn to this group of women based on their buying and spending power. On average, millennials will spend a little over $170 billion a year on consumer goods and services. So at Northern Naturals, it is imperative that our marketing has an influence on them. Gen X women, on the other hand, are a little older, not quite as tech-savvy, but still very loyal to the media. The women of this generation are avid readers of newspapers and magazines, making them an outstanding target when marketing through literature. With spending habits significantly lower than those of the millennials, we can't expect them to spend their money quite as freely. However, being very responsible and appreciative of a product that gives back, we think the Gen Xers would also make a great match. Let's take a moment and look inside the life of Jenny, a mother of 2 and a great example of our target consumer. Jenny wants the highest quality food for her family. With so many options at the grocery store, she was pleased to find a safe, nutritious, sweeter tasting option, My Motto. Hopefully by now you have a better understanding of who our target consumer is. Now it's time for Justina to tell us about the competition. Justina?
Thanks, Andrew. Through our market research, we have found that our target market is purchasing more health-conscious food for a healthier lifestyle. And we believe the My Motto is the perfect solution to every woman's desire for a safe, nutritious, and sweeter tasting cherry tomato. Through our extensive market research, we have found the following products to be our key competitors. Our most well-known competitor is cherry tomatoes by the pint. These cherry tomatoes offer a lower priced option on the market and are ready to eat at the point of purchase. However, these tomatoes are coated with preservatives and picked before ripeness, giving them a less attractive taste. Nature's sweet cherry tomatoes on the vine are the most comparable to the My Motto. These cherry tomatoes do offer spoilage damages, and with a shelf life of 21 days, questions of product freshness may be a concern. Our final competitor is a patio plant. This traditional plant is locally grown and fresh. The patio plant must be grown during those summer climates, making it inconvenient for those consumers living in cooler climates wanting fresh tomatoes all year round. Now that we have classified our primary competitors, let's take a look at the strengths and opportunities we look to gain with the My Motto. Requiring lower lighting capabilities than those of other plant competitors and its compact growth make it ideal for indoor maintenance. My Motto will be the sweetest cherry tomato available on the market. Our weaknesses include the fact that consumers are unaware of our genetically crossed product, which may lead to consumer confusion. Our premium price product, resulting from high-cost technology, may also be a deterrent. And consumer education will be necessary for the proper care of our plant in order to reach optimum tomato production and customer satisfaction. Recognizing these strengths and weaknesses allows us to create for a favorable opportunity for a strong product launch. As consumers' demand for locally grown foods continues to increase, as well as Northern Naturals' existing relationships with those greenhouses and retailers across the nation, we can ensure for a strong product launch. Additionally, limited competition among non-genetically engineered produce will create for a swift expansion over the first years of our rollout. Finally, as the launch of My Motto goes into full swing, we will see threats from other lower-priced competitors. I would now like to turn things over to Carly as she reviews our business proposition and key planning assumptions. Carly?